Hello, my furry friends. My name is Fuzzy Cup and welcome back to Skybees episode 11. Yeah, nailed it, got it right. So I have been a very, very, very busy bear between episodes. I have gone and I defeated the dragon 8 times. Well, 7 more times since the last episode. I've gotten tons of Draconium and I did a little bit of upgrading to the bee complex. It is now the Grand Budapest Hotel. Ta-da! Yeah, the one thing, it really was just not enough. Oh, these are full again. Huh. I seem to be out of bottles. Do I need to do this again? Yep. So, for some reason, the Draconic honeycomb is, they need bottles in here to turn it into, what's it called? Dragon breath. That's the word I'm looking for. And all the honey also gets turned in. And at least my auto crafting is still working. So yeah. Also I'll need to put some muffling upgrades in there because we do not want laser shows. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do at the moment is ignore Draconic evolution, which is what's going to happen in this episode, and I am going to do a hang with Fuzzy, and I am going to complete the Botania section. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make the Elven Gateway, Portal Alfheim, I'm going to get a Gaia Guardian's Head, I'm going to do the Ritual of Gaia, I'm going to get a couple of Gaia Spirits, a Gaia Mana Spreader, but most importantly, I'm going to get the Flugel Tiara, which will allow me, Fuzzy, to fly with little angel wings, because I am an angel.
Later.
Welcome back. Not too long. Actually, no, it was quite a long time later, to be honest. I decided to, just do the Gaia fight for the video, because I think a lot of you would love to actually see the Gaia fight. So, in my hang with Fuzzy, there wasn't many there because it was quite early, but in my hang with Fuzzy, I did get the Elven Gateway set up. I moved some mana with some mana tablets from here to here, just so we can get our Elven Gateway up. We threw our book through to get the upgraded Magic and Botania, the Writer's Edition from the Elves. We got some Dragonstone by throwing mana diamonds through, and we got some pixie dust here through by throwing some mana pearls through. So the next thing we need to do is we need to do this thing. First of all, if I want to do the Gaia fight, I need to set up the where is it gone? I need to set up the Ritual of Gaia. For that, I need this stuff here. The Gaia Pylon, which I have 4 of in my inventory. Thankfully, during the Hang with Fuzzy as well, we did manage to get our Elementium bees, which seem to be producing Elementium quite fast. We already have 283 blocks, and this thing is going strong. Nice. I also found my other Terrasteel bee that went missing. For some reason, it's in here, and I just left it there for the moment. Actually, you know what? We should probably just get him in here, because I think I'm actually in this episode going to start doubling up the bees, because if we need 3,000 blocks of everything to get to the end section of the thing, look, we've only got 4,845 slime steel. If I need 3,000 per ultimate singularity, I needed a lot more than that, and this has been going for, like, since we got that slime bee, maybe like a week and a half. Could be even longer. So yeah, I think I'm going to, at the end of this episode, maybe update these by putting 2 of each bee in. I think that should be okay to, keep up with all of the the elite centrifuges we have now. But yes, I'm being distracted once again. We need to pop over here and get the Ritual of Gaia set up. So for doing that, like I said, we need these guys, we need a beacon, and we need to set up this. So I can just do visualize. I can pop you down here, like so. And this tells me I have 1 block of 14 in place, which was the beacon. So I just need to get my 9 blocks here. There we go. And I need to put my pylons here, 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 and here. Nice. So we have that complete. Now I hope my little extension to the island will be big enough to do this Gaia fight. I don't think it's a huge fight. So to start the Ritual of Gaia, I just need to sneak right click a element or a Terrasteel ingot onto here, and the Gaia fight should start. So the thing about the Gaia fight is it's a shadow version of Fuzzy. I need to stay inside this like pink circle that arrives, and I will be accosted by many enemies. Thing I'm worried about is withering. I think I should be able with this guy to withstand all of the withering, because there's like spots on the floor that appear, pink kind of fluff stuff, and that gives you withering. The Gaia itself is not too strong, so I'm hoping that with my Terrorblade and my Meat Feeder, I should be able to tank this. So let's sneak right click. Oh, as hard as you try, the beacon will not accept your sacrifice. You believe the ritual grounds might be improper. It might be a good idea to check for obstructions. Let's see where that pink is. I don't see... Is this literally... I don't see obstructions anywhere. Okay, maybe I just need to make the platform a tiny bit bigger. Now we move this over a few blocks, perhaps. Say 2 blocks. Boop. 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 And a... Boop. Okay. Now we try? Oh, there we go. There's the music. Okay. Where are you? Boom. Come back here, Shadow Fuzzy. You notice that I am getting hit with a lot withering and a lot of little fairies as well. You're actually not supposed to be able to fly during this, but I think I'm able to fly with my jetpack, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit. Where the hell are you going? Okay, so I am able to tank the withering, it seems. Let's hope my thingy holds up, my meat feeder. He is almost done. I think now is when he's going to get into the second phase where he, yeah, there we go. Now it's Wither Skeleton time. Oh, that's right, I have the enchantment that, throws the mobs away from me. Baby zombies. I think I would probably be dead without my meat feeder at this stage. Stay still, slippery little bear. Oof. Oh my sweet baby Jesus, that was a very, not difficult, but just intense fight. Okay, did we get Gaia spirits? Did we? Yes, we got 8 Gaia spirits. Nice. Excuse me, you're supposed to be dead. I think that might be just about the chapter finished? Question mark? Yeah, so what do we need to do in the last bit of Botania? We need to make a Gaia Spirit ingot, which is just 4 of these. Oh, if you're wondering what this is, the add button, I did enable in the configs the editable quest thing. I was thinking that I would reduce the amount I need for ultimate ingots from 3,000 items down to like 1,000, because at this stage it's not about me not being able to complete the pack. It's just time. It's all based on time. So I've done all the hard work. I have all of the things apart from the Awakened Draconium, the Draconium, and the Chaos Bee. And yeah, it's literally just a matter of time. But I just cannot figure out how to adjust recipes in this mod pack. And I just don't feel like trawling through all the files. So unfortunately, just going to have to AFK a lot to get all of the stuff I need to get 46 ultimate thingies. Anywho, back to this. Let's make up a Gaia ingot, 1 Gaia ingot, and I believe the last thing was the catalyst, this guy here, conjuration catalyst, which we can now make as soon as we make another alchemy catalyst, like so, boom, and boom. I cannot actually remember what use that has. Oh, it just duplicates things. Okay. Well, don't particularly need that. So, yeah. Let us make up the Elementium armor. Make up a Gaia spreader, which again is Dreamwood, which is Living Wood through the Elven Portal. And then let's fight the Gaia again. Remembering to use our cleaver this time. 1 Gaia mana spreader. Boom. Let's change out our meat feeder. These ones should be full. Pop over to Botania. Oh, I enchanted this thing, by the way, and it got range 3, which means I can now reach all of the things, including the Wither. Haha. Nice. Anywho, back to this guy. Let's do another very loud fight. Did I get the head? Did I get the head? Why can't I get the head? Okay, so I can add 1 more level of severing to this, which hopefully will help. Okay, well, I suppose 3rd time's the charm. Stay still. Why can't I get his head? I honestly don't know how I'm going to get ahead. I set this up with 10 sharpness and 10 beheading upgrades. I wasted so much time on this thing, and still no head. Okay, so quite some time later, I have killed the Guardian of Gaia 10 times. I have so much Gaia spirits and no head. Am I missing something? You know what? I think I'm just going to have to move on because this episode's getting a little bit long. I think we need to start into getting our 3 Draconium bees, being the Draconium, the Awakened Draconium, and the Chaos Bee. They're 3 honey blocks. And I think we might need to get the Reactor Nitro. Between episodes, I did upgrade these guys here to Reactor Nitro, and then the guys down here to Reactor Nitro. They seem to actually be keeping up with all 6 of, or all 18 actually of the centrifuges, so maybe we don't need a reactor just yet. I mean, the Reactor Nitro is quite easy to make. These nitro crystals are made in 16s, and it's just nether stars, blocks of redstone, and some blazing crystal, which we can easily make. Oh, actually, I think I will go ahead and make that, because Draconic Evolution uses quite a lot of power. 4 9 to 36, so I need to make 9 lots of this, which means I need 5 4 36 of those, which is... Oh, my mathematics is... You know what, I'm just gonna make more. So let's get some blaze cooking up. That shouldn't take too long. And while we get our blaze cooked up, I think it's probably in our best interest to make this Flugel Tiara. Now, the only thing I'm missing is an Ender Air bottle, and I think I just need a bottle from here. Then I need to go to the end. I just need to take my meat feeder off, put it in here, do a little bit of face planting, eat my cake, grab some Ender Air, a boop. Now we should be able to make the Flugel Tiara. Nice. Now, to use the Flugel Tiara, you do actually need a mana supply, which is what this guy is here. The mana mirror, not that difficult to make. It's just a mana tablet, which is just basically mana stone and a pearl, then some living rock, some terra steel, and a twig. And you basically just go over here to one of your many mana pools you have, and you can shift and right click on any mana pool to link it, and it will use the mana from your inventory basically. So what I need to do now is that was weird. I had 2 mana mirrors for a second. I need to take off my jetpack for a start, put that on, and I should be able to use the, there we go. And I want to make sure I have this turned on. Can you see my wings? No? Wings? Aw, it doesn't show the wings, but now I have creative flight. Let's grab out our blazing crystals. 5 of those. And that might actually be enough for the nitro reactor. So if I do boop, boop, and a boop, wait for actually quite some time because this takes 20 million per craft. So 20 minutes or so later, that should be all of the nitro crystals we need to make our big old reactor. We even overachieved. So let's then get you crafted like so. I think I will eventually have to go back and craft all of the lower tier things like I've done for everything else, just to unlock all the reactor quests. But yeah, I think we're gonna put our reactor under here somewhere, maybe. Over here. Actually, it's a good place to put it. So in this little spot here, if I hold this, you can see on the ground, it'll tell me where this is going to place it. The reason I'm putting it here is because I do have fluix cables and access to the controller here. So if I put you here, it will eventually build itself. It will turn into a lovely multi-block. And the thing I love about this mod over mechanism reactors is this thing won't blow up. It can't blow up. Oh, by the way, I figured out how to make the wings appear. You needed to craft the flugel tiara with some quartz, and it turned into the flugel. So now I have my wings. But yeah, back it is. We need to grab some exporters. Actually, I think we do 1 exporter and a capacity card. One of these guys. We should be able to get some uraninite. Yeah. Some redstone blocks. Some coal blocks. And 1 bucket of water. So if I pop down here, I can, right on top, place this export bus. And I don't know why I only got 1 fluix cable. If I pop you up this way, let's connect you to this guy here, because I think that only has like 2 channels maybe on it. In here, we can add a capacity card to give us more capacity. So we can export that, and that. So I should go into here. We can add 5 acceleration cards, or 3 acceleration cards. That should fill it up very quickly. Turn this guy off, which means that this will stop working when it reaches 70%, and it will only turn back on after it goes below 70%. And I think I can just put a bucket of water in here, and it will never run out, which will make this extremely efficient. This is making nearly 70,000 FE per tick, and it's going up. Wow, nice. So then we just need to pop up here and grab ourselves a flux plug. Boop and a boop. Get this guy attached to power. And I do have a flux configurator, which is configured to my network. So if I click this, it automatically configures it to surge mode on, disabled, limit on, and onto my network. And that should be pumping absolute tons of power into our system now. So now that we have no issues with power, we could very easily start Draconic Evolution. I don't have a Draconic island, and history dictates I must have an island for my big mods. So I'll be right back when I have that made.
48 hours later.
And a welcome back. It is 2 days later because, I also have a life. And this guy just traded me a totem of undying, which would have been really nice a few episodes ago when I was fighting the wither and dying over and over again. But between then and now, I have since got double the amount of bees in. I just put in the second of each bee, and it's going okay, but there's some of them that are filling up, and I don't know how to stop it. I think this one is the worst. So yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do to prevent all that happening, but for the moment, that's a future fuzzy problem. I have made my island. It is over here. Boop. I have a little ender anchor there as well, which lets me travel around quickly. But I did want to get this mutated pasture seed going because this is my dragon island, and purple seemed like a very cool dragony color. So we now have a mutated island. Oh god, Botania can do so much. Creative flight, new grass, tons of stuff. Okay, so what do we need to do first in our dragon journey? So we need to get to Draconium Bee, the Awakened Draconium Bee, and the Chaos Bee. Thankfully, I don't even think we need to fight the Chaos Dragon with this guy, but I know that to make this guy, I need Awakened Draconium itself. So, to get Awakened Draconium, I need Draconium blocks, Draconium cores. I'm gonna need a lot of Draconium. Do I have enough Draconium? I know I got a ton from fighting the dragon 8 times, because I know I need 8, where are they gone? I need this stuff, but to make this stuff you need dragon hearts, so I got a couple of dragon hearts. But yeah, do we have enough Draconium? We have 410 dust, which is a good bit of Draconium, and we have the end Draconium ore. I think I can smelt that guy up in the Tinker Smeltery to get extra, or I can enrich it to get double. Oh, enriching actually is better. I do need to get this stuff hooked up to auto crafting, but at the moment I'm just going to ignore it. So the smelting factory, you can start smelting this stuff up. You shall turn into Draconium, and enriching factory or enriching chamber, you can do that guy. And then we might have enough Draconium. Oh wait, the Enderium Bee and the Terraceal Bee make Draconium Bee. And then I just need this guy with Ender Honeycomb and Terraceal. Ah, I can make the Draconic Bee, or is it Draconium Bee? I can make the Draconium Bee really easily. I don't know what I'm doing this for. Gonna be hard to find all these bees now. Okay, Enderium. Oh. What are you... How did you get out? Wait, can you teleport? You... Go back in here. Oh, it can teleport. Okay, I need another one of these guys. I put you here, turn you on. Now he shouldn't be able to teleport? Question mark? At least I know it worked for the Enderium Bee, or the Ender Bee that was over here, so... Yeah, again, a future fuzzy problem. And boop, and boop. Back to work, you two. Oh, you can teleport as well? Okay, you're gonna live in here with the Ender Inhibitor here as well. 2 Draconic Bee and Nectar blocks. Nuggify and give it a place, like so. What are you doing over here? Can you teleport as well? Okay, this is getting ridiculous now. Do you know there's like a little thing I can make? This thing here, is it? Ender Beacon. I can make one of these and turns it into like an inhibitor, but I think they're behaving now. I'll just keep an eye on them. Okay, so that's the Draconium Bee done. Then to get the Awakened one, we need the Awakened Draconium Bee and a Dragon Bee. No. We need Awakened Draconium block with a Draconium Bee going over it. And to make this guy, we need to get into fusion crafting, which is gonna cost a lot of energy and very expensive items to craft. Okay. Sleep. And let's start Draconic Evolution. I heard you teleporting again. Ooh, these are annoying little bees. Okay, so my bees were still teleporting. So I popped down one of those beacons, the beacon. This guy here, which should stop things from teleporting. Let me just actually turn this beacon off. But unfortunately, I crashed very soon after I put it down. So I'm going to just hope that it was a bee thing rather than a beacon thing, because it does seem to be stopping them from teleporting. So I think I have lost one of my dragon bees. I know I've lost an ender bee, so I'll have to make another one of them eventually. But let's get back to Draconic Evolution. We need to make a couple of the Wyvern or the Draconic cores, I think it is. Yeah, Draconium cores, which is that guy. We have a Fluix Steel ingot. What is Fluix Steel? Fluix plated iron ingot, which is carbonic Fluix dust and skystone. And oh my god, this is going to be a rabbit hole. Carbonic fluid dust is coal dust, Fluix dust, silicon. Okay, I can do all of this stuff. It's just stupidly expensive. Maybe I do need to get autocrafting set up and get the mechanism machines put down. Because I need a lot of these draconic cores. And I also need to make the fusion crafting core, which is a draconium core as well. And I need to make the draconium fusion crafting injectors, which is again more draconium cores. Yeah. It's time to do more AE. So I'm going to move all of this stuff over. And I'm going to get it hooked up with the I don't know what they're called in this version, pattern providers, whatever they're called. Going to get it hooked up with that. And as soon as that's done, I'll let you guys know what I have done. Okay, so a short time later, I have some of the stuff here that I think I'm going to need. I do need to get that power, though. Universal cables. Like so. So, what I think I have to do now is I need to get this guy automated. And to do that, I need to get Carbonic's Flux Dust automated, which is Flux Dust. I can do that with the Crusher. Coal Dust, I can do with the Crusher, and Silicon's already being made, so we can do that, no problem. Then the Fluix Plated Iron, we can use the inscriber that I've set up with the dust and some skystone. But we do need to get skystone done. Now, I have done a little something over here using the seared tank. I have black concrete powder going in here, and I have a sink pumping water in. This guy is powered, so it's constantly making it, and then a modular router pulls out the concrete itself, the actual concrete. Just a quicker way of making concrete powder. But I don't really want to get automated skystone made, so I'm just going to do a ton of it here by hand. You can automate this with like formation planes and block breaking and stuff, but it's just so annoying to get us. You need like a separate AE system that's cordoned off, and it's just a whole heap of crap. So I'm gonna just do these few stacks of black concrete powder and change it into blackstone, then to polished blackstone, then to skystone. I believe that's the way it goes. There is our skystone. Probably going to need more, but for the moment, that is enough. Pop you in the system. Okay, now we need to do a little bit of patterning. So, first off, I need to make Fluix Dust, which is in the Crusher. So if I go ahead and do Fluix Dust, which is this guy here, processing pattern, there we go. So I want one Fluix crystal to turn into one Fluix dust. If I encode the pattern and put it under the crusher, so this guy here should make crushed Fluix. So I have a dense smart cable coming over here because we need more channels because this is going to get quite full quite quickly. They go into the interface. So the interface puts the dust into the crushing factory. Then I have the crushing factory set to back output auto eject on. Then it auto ejects into a importer, which will import it back into the system, and hopefully that will say to the system, this craft is done. So let's let's do a test of it. Let's see, Fluix dust. Let's say 10. Start. Okay, there we go. Fluix done. Being exported. Craft. Done. Nice. I'm just glad that worked in the first place. Okay, so then for our next craft, we need coal dust. So we go coal dust. Once again, processing pattern. Coal dust in the crusher. I assume this will work still. We put one coal turns into one coal dust. Put you again in the crusher. Let's just check that we can do a craft of this guy. Let's say 10 again. Start. Coal dust. Crushed. And back into the system. There we go. 11 coal dust. Nice. Then we already have silicon. So now we just need to do the carbonic dust. And encode pattern. And you go into one of these guys. Let's say this one here, and I should be able to request carbonic dust. We'll just craft one this time. And why are you not? Oh, it's on the process. It's a crafting pattern. There we go. So I had it on processing pattern, which was wrong. It needs to be on crafting pattern. Phew, I'm glad that that wasn't a bad thing. Okay, so let's cancel you. And once again, craft one carbonic dust. There we go. One carbonic dust done. Okay, so that's one of the ingredients done for this guy. Now we just have to turn that guy into fluid-plated iron. And for that, we need skystone dust. So skystone dust. So let's do another crusher recipe. Change you to processing pattern. Skystone crusher. Here we go. Let's do one of those just to check. And skystone dust. Nice. And we should already have iron. So now we need to go to here again, processing pattern. So it should be a recipe from the inscriber. Click that in there. One of each goes into that. You go into here. I don't know if I need, actually, you know what? I might as well just put another importer there. And I have tons of acceleration cards because I accidentally shift clicked and wasted a ton of stuff. But I put those in there. I think nothing else can get sped up. So let's pop you here. Connect you up like so. Why are you not connecting? I have channels. Can I not use this guy to autocraft? Oh no. It's site specific. Oh, that's annoying. Can we make that upgraded inscriber? Circuit etcher. Can I make a circuit etcher? Universal press, singularity. Wait, does a matter be? This episode is just rabbit hole after rabbit hole. If I can get a matter be by getting a singularity, matter condenser is actually quite easy to make. I should have a spare 64k. I do. Pop you here, get you there. I think that can just... Oh no, it doesn't even need power. Okay, leave that one there. And I think I can use water. I can make one more sink. Put you there. And then I can stop placing the pipes wrong. Boom, 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 boom. Do into singularities. Grab a couple of pipe upgrades. I only have 2 at the moment, but I can get more, I suppose. That's going to take quite some time. Yeah, maybe I should make more of these upgrades. You know, I just looked into the rest of the ingredients here. There's a lot of stuff. Speculation cores, stuff. It's quite complicated and stuff. You know what? I think that's an episode in itself. I'll leave this going so I can make me some singularities. I mean, it's not going to kill me to have some, but I think I'm just going to do this by hand for now. So I need to get carbonic fluid dust, skystone dust, and iron. Let me just get half a stack of each. Okay, so I can do this, and this to make the flux plated iron. I can indeed. Oh, at least a stack. Okay, have a stack of flux plated iron. And for this, I need draconium and fluix steel ingots, which is just you smelted. Yes, nice. I need a lot of these. So I need one for each of these. The rest is very easy to get. I need one for this. I think I need maybe 9 of these because I need to make. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I need 7 draconium fused crafting injectors, which is 7 cores. One for this. Then I need, let's say, 16 draconium cores. I mean, I think we have enough to make 16. Yeah. Then just double checking, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. One of. Oh, God, I made the wrong one. No, I just wasted a ton. We need 7 of those. Stupid fuzzy. Yeah, let's make a couple more of these then. Okay, 6 of those. 1 dragon heart and 4 draconium blocks. Let's pop down to our new Draconic Island, which has nicely. Okay, maybe it's not as nice as I thought it was going to be. But anyway, let's do this. Put the fusion crafting core in here. I don't remember if you needed power or not. I think you just take the power from all of the things. Get these guys up. I know we'll need 9 eventually, but I'm just going to make 7 now. And I need more flux points, I just realized. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, they should be receiving power. So now, to make a block of awakened draconium, we need 4 draconium blocks in the center, 5 of these, and a heart. And then, to get the awakened draconium bee, we also need... Okay, we need the draconium bee to fly over an awakened draconium block, yeah. And then for the nectar block, we also need 2. So I think 1 craft is probably enough, and then we'll just get more from the actual bee. So we have boop in there. I think these should be gone onto, if I shift and right click, just on the left there, or on the right, you'll see it says stack mode. Click it to single item mode. We have boop, 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 and a boop. Injector tier 2 low? What? Oh no, please don't tell me we need the higher level ones. We need wyvern ones. That means we need so many more draconic cores. I'm just gonna go and manually craft all of those draconium cores and I'll get back to you in a second. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Okay. A relatively short time later, I have made 2 more of these guys because in order to make the wyvern fusion cores, we need 8 of these. And I want to make sure one of them is being changed into the wyvern at the same time. So if I take this guy, it leaves me 8. Put this guy in here. And all I need to do now is put... Oh, I need a wyvern core. Let's make 9 of these. Take out all of our draconium. Or draconic cores. Draconium cores. I think we need the draconium as well? Question mark. And that blocks the draconium and diamonds. There we go, finally. And I do love this crafting system. It's very sparkly and staticky, if a little slow. Okay, so it's charging up, and as soon as it charges up, it will start doing the craft. Crafting, crafting, crafting. Only have to do this 9 more times. At least, as I'm crafting these, it will get a little bit faster because the these guys here, the wyvern fusion crafting cords or crafting injectors, they're a little bit faster. Now let's get this guy down, and let's continue upgrading. Oh, I'm so glad I can click shifted in now. Okay, and one blessedly short amount of time later, this should be our final wyvern fusion crafting injector. Technically, we only need 8. And I would love to have 12, but 9 will have to do for now. My need for symmetry, you know. But yeah, this should be the final one. Boom. Place you here. Now we should finally be able to make our awakened blocks of draconium. Boom. Nice. And it's so much faster now with these wyvern injectors. Nice. Some awakened draconium blocks. Now we need to go to our B section. And where's my B box? Where is my dragon bee? Dragon bee? You need to come down here with me. I need you to transform 2 of these blocks, and I hope I made an extra... I made an extra dragon bee nectar block. Look at me doing what I said I was going to do in the first place. Let's pop you here. You do your job. At least I think this is what it was. Oh, it's a draconium bee. Okay. We seem to be missing a draconium bee. I wonder where that guy went off to. Although this this thingy here seems to be doing its job, making the bees not able to teleport, which is nice. Make me some awakened draconium bees, please. And we should have 2 blocks left over to make this. And then as soon as I have some draconium going, I should then have no problem making another block, just because, you know, consistency and stuff. Some draconium honey block. 1 awakened draconium bee nectar block. A boop and boop, boop. Hey, don't fight. There's room for both of you. Okay, you do your spinning first. Okay, now you can do your spinning. Okay, now how long is this guy gonna take? Oof. That's a very long 1,400 ticks compared to what, like 400 for the chorus bee? It's gonna take quite a while for the draconium to build up. I'm gonna have to AFK an awful lot. Okay, so that is the awakened draconium bee done. And the last one I need is the awakened draconium bee bred with the dragon bee. I should have some awakened draconium in a little while. I have tons of dragon breath. This guy then needs 32 blocks of draconium and 8 dragon hearts. So I need to go and fight the dragon one more time to get the chaos bee nectar block, which I think I'm going to do between episodes because my brain is absolutely fried. It's been 3.5 days trying to get this episode done, and things are getting super grindy now. I'm not looking forward to having to AFK for all of this stuff. Some of the stuff I have built up. Look at that, for example. Compressed iron. We did that bee like weeks ago, 2 weeks ago maybe, and we've still only got 3,294 compressed iron. I really need to find a way to maybe change the recipes in this pack, because having to do this craft here 46 times, 47 times, it's to be honest, it's a little bit ridiculous. But if you did like today's episode, please give me a like. I deserve a like after going through all of this for you guys. And do a little subscribe. We're well on our way to getting to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which is my goal. And when you're down there in the that little section, why don't you leave a cheeky little comment? I do love reading your guys' comments. And until the next time, I'm going to ascend to heaven because my brain is dead. Bye-bye.